I'm Pahi Saikia. I teach political science. My focus is international relations and comparative politics in IIT Guwahati in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Okay, so there would have been a future for me in IIT. I'm delighted to know that.
Yes. So my question is related to the Chin refugees in Mizoram, which is very specific, and India's relations with a neighboring country, Myanmar, and have been working on it for a few years now. Sir, we have seen that undocumented migration has a lot of ethnocultural reasons, particularly people displaced from Myanmar in the current context, and also in history we have seen to the neighboring regions, particularly in India's northeast. And in Mizoram we have seen that, particularly in Mizoram, you'll see in more than 11 districts, the displaced people from the Chin district, state of Myanmar have taken shelter. So in this present context, sir, what do you think could be done to address the question or the security concerns that we have in relation to the undocumented people settling or taking shelter in Mizoram, both from our traditional or a military as well as a non-traditional and human security perspective? Thank you so much.
I'd give you two answers, one specific to Myanmar and one as a general approach. Come, please do sit down. The Myanmar answer would be this. Look, there is no point, you can't fix this problem at a third order consequence. If things were not happening on our border, something happened in Yangon and Napido in the capital, which then created a cascading impact, which finally spills on to our border, which is what you are talking about. So I can be sympathetic to what is to a human situation on my border, but it doesn't solve the problem. If I have to fix it, I have to go back to what is in a sense, the root cause. And the root cause today is really what happened when the military took over from the previous NLD government. So what we are trying to do is really to see if we can contribute in some way to fixing that problem. Because if that problem gets fixed, then this will automatically solve itself. I can only apply band-aids at this level. It will not really fix that problem. And my challenge is, you have countries which are far away, who have, very black and white positions. They don't have to deal with the consequences of it. If I was sitting 5,000 miles away, I can also give sort of very sweeping prescriptions. But if I am next door, I have a very different take. Because for me, you referred to the fact that there are people coming over. I'll give you other examples. We are finding people across the boundary are not vaccinated. So actually, because the governance has weakened or deteriorated so much in Myanmar, our border areas have an exposure to the pandemic which is not right, which is not fair. We are seeing actually shortages of food as well, and it's not that there is a supply problem, there is often a distribution problem. So we actually believe today that there should be a greater effort made at sorting out the larger political crisis in Myanmar so that this third order consequence that you are referring to is addressed. But having said that, I want to make one general observation. Look, everybody, we're all human beings. None of us likes to see grief or sorrow or distress or humanitarian situation. But we also have our own homes to run. We have our societies to take care of. To me, progress and good governance is not being, I would say, oblivious to what is happening on our borders and what it then does at home. I think today we have the ability to actually track what is happening on our border, to monitor that, to ensure that, the rights of our citizens and the interests of our country is also equally protected. We are not open house for the rest of the world. I don't think it is in our interest to be so.